Hey y'all, welcome in or welcome back to another YNAB With Me video. Second week in a row where we do not have much to budget with. That's okay though, we're gonna make it work. I'm a temp dental hygienist, and normally I would tell you guys that I work on 2 different apps and I get variable income, but I am now only working on one app. I'm only working on Tiro and I still have variable income. I worked one shift this week, has to be one shift. I do not know what the rate was per hour. If you want to know, just leave me a comment down below and I will find out. I made a total of $460.15. I use YNAB to budget, which is cashless budgeting, kind of like cash envelopes, but again, cashless. It's a piece of software. The idea is that you give every dollar a job, and if you came here last week, you saw that it was a pretty quick process to give those dollars their jobs, and I think I had over twice as much money. So I expect this one to be pretty short as well. We do have some finagling we can do with some other categories to make this all work, because this is the last paycheck I'm getting in the month and rent is due in just a couple days, and of course rent has to be paid. So let's go ahead and jump right into YNAB and start giving each dollar a job and figure out exactly what type of magic we're gonna do to make all this work. $460.15. Again, overspending. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know I said in my last video I could not have no more fun because I had spent all my money. Well, I continued to have fun. So we have overspent our fun money by $32.32. I'm actually, I'll just assign $50 because really I like to give myself $50 a paycheck. I was giving myself $100 a week, which was 2 paychecks. Technically, if you go by what I'm trying to do, which is kind of like the Ramit Sethi type system, it will be 20% fund money. So that would be about $100, but we're just gonna give ourselves $50. It probably has been about 10% when you do the math. So 10%, there we go. We can take this out because we just got that paycheck. And let's head over to the monthlies. And in addition to assigning money, I'm going to be taking money from where I need to, because as you'll see, rent is due and I don't have enough money. Thank God the credit cards are in green. Praise the Lord. Okay, positivity here. I mean, is it positive? Finally got in touch with the IRS, and long story short, I'm not gonna have to start repaying the $300 a month until April 24th. The guy said I could pay February and March's if I want to. Turns out I don't want to. So I'm gonna put $424. We can take this $300 and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right towards rent. There's really no point to put it in ready to assign, just to, two lines down, move it to rent. So we'll move that $300 to rent. And then I'll also go ahead and change the target for this. And I'll say that I want, and also I changed the date. Oh yeah, it's not the 24th. I changed it to the 28th. So let me change this to the 28th. And let me also say that it's actually on April 28th. And repeat it every month. So then I'll change this to actually say 4/28. So I need $100 this month, but we'll make it work next month. Student loan, again, $321. I'm gonna save it just to make my life easier for next month. Investing, now technically I should put $50 in here. Not only that, I do need to go and actually go over to Fidelity and buy my funds with this $100. I'm gonna just leave it right here. I'm not going to add $50, but I will go ahead and invest that money, I think. If things get down to like really bad, then I won't. Emergency fund, so the idea is that I won't have to touch this, that I will be able to pull from other categories and leave the emergency fund alone. I was kind of thinking I was gonna pull from the emergency fund, but really it makes more sense to just pull from categories like car repair and just leave the emergency fund alone, because I don't know why, but that's what makes more sense. Anyhow, I only need $388.77. That's lovely. I don't think we have the bill yet, which is kind of strange. $2,008.77 is what I paid last month. Let me just go ahead and assign everything, and then I'm gonna check really quick and see if my bill came out. Okay, it actually hasn't, which is kind of strange because candidly, today is February 25th, Wednesday, which is actually only one day after I got paid, which is probably the quickest I've ever filmed one of these videos. It does help that I don't have, another paycheck coming in tomorrow that I have to wait for. But since rent is due in 4 days and the 4th day is on a Sunday, you would think that the rent would be out by now. So anyway, this is gonna maybe increase, probably not too much, but it could increase. Renter's car insurance and all these bills, as we did last month, we skipped over to March and funded them there. Since the 1st is Sunday, that would mean the 3rd is Tuesday, and I need $107.75. I will not be getting any more paychecks before the 3rd. So I think I'm going to just I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put the $21.38 there because I have to pay it and I'm not getting paid again. Now, when it comes to the 6th, let me write my note of when I'm getting paid so that I can kind of easily reference it. So I actually will be getting paid on the 3rd. However, it's auto paid for the 3rd. So I don't want it to wait until I get paid. 86.37 more, we're gonna have to come up with some more money. But let's go back to February and figure out where we can take some money from. Definitely gotta come back to our bills and basics to make that work. I still have $6.94 for groceries. I mean, there are some things I wanna buy. You know, why does almond milk go bad so quick? I mean, it doesn't necessarily go bad. On the carton, it says use it within 7 days, and like, it's just me. I guess what I'm asking really is why can't you buy smaller than is it a half gallon? Is it a gallon? I think it might be a half gallon, like the cardboard container. And when I'm saying that, I know that you can buy smaller than that. Like if you buy like very artisanal or like fancy almond milk, I know you can buy less than that, but I'm pretty sure that will cost more than the half gallon. And really the half gallon only costs like $2.50 at Walmart, but still it's like I buy the almond milk, I use it like 3 times, if that, and then it's like, I'm not gonna drink it anymore. Some people, you know, think that the almond milk stays good until the date that's on the carton, like on the top, you know, like the best by or sell by date. But if you read the side, it says use it within 7 days of opening. So if I bought almond milk 3 weeks ago, I'm not using it. I don't care what date is on it. Rant over. All that being said, I might buy some groceries. $6.94, it's not gonna be enough, but we'll see what happens. Personal care, I'm honestly gonna take that money and move it to ready to assign because there's nothing that I need personal care right now. I'm good on like body wash, things like that. Gas, I don't need any gas before the month is up. Household goods, I actually probably don't need any household goods before the month is up, so I'll move that to ready to assign. Oops, I fucked up. Honestly, we can move that to ready to assign. Health insurance, another good thing. I found out that I'm going to be able to get a credit subsidy. I want to say it's either $170 or $190. Long story short though, if the plan price is what I think it was going to be, I think it was like $460. So I will probably be paying about $300. So I can take $125 and move that to ready to assign because I will only need about $300. I still don't think it's going to take effect for March 1st, which is again in about 4 days. It will probably be in April. So that's really nice that we have that there. Fund money, $17.68 left over. That's fantastic. Car repair replace. Now let's just leave this alone for the time being because I always do need to have some money in case my car breaks down. I'm like traumatized. DJI Osmo Pocket, it has been paid and we only have one more payment left. Praise the Lord. Nothing for electronics. All right, non-monthly musts. We probably could take some money from here, but we're gonna leave it. I mentioned last video, I do want another scrub jacket. However, I'm thinking I might just keep the one. Do still want my pants. They're still out of stock, discontinued. I was looking at my overgarments. There is a chance I might be able to only need to buy one more pack. That pack is $25. And since there's free shipping, I am just gonna go ahead and buy the one pack, but we will leave the extra $20 here because if I do want to buy or need to buy another pack, I'd like that $20 there. My license and CPR, you know what? Honestly, they need 84 cents. I'll assign the 84 cents just to make it green. The $356 for the license, I'm gonna push it off until next month. I don't mind if next month I have $3 extra. I did end up spending some money miscellaneous from the last video. I bought myself another name badge. I think it's really cute. Hope it's gonna be cute when it comes, but it's basically black background and silver writing. I love the one I got from Temu. I don't know if I showed you guys or told you guys, but I got this one from Temu. It is so cute and it's purple, like lilac, and that's kind of like the color of dental hygiene. But I just wanted something a little more, I don't want to say professional, but just like a little bit more plain. And it's cute anyway. There are a couple more things I wanted to buy. Actually, you know what? I think I want to spend like about $15. So I'm gonna just put in, I'll do the little math trick and do 15 minus 358. So I have 15 bucks in there to play with. That should be pretty good. Bras and clothes, I honestly could take that money, but I have 162. So I'll kind of leave that where it's at and maybe hopefully just try to deal with this 162 here. So I'm not like taking from everything. Parking, I'm actually going to see Dancing with the Stars next week, a week from today, actually, but 2 days ago from this video, when this video is posted. and I am going to Uber there and Uber back. I'm pretty sure, because I just don't feel like finding a place to park. I'm gonna need some more money. I'll just put $15 for now. Obviously an Uber, well, maybe not obviously, but an Uber there and back, it's at the Armory, I believe would definitely cost more than $20 total. But if it does cost more than $20 total, I can take some money from fun money, or maybe if I I could ride the bus. There is a bus stop really close by. I could ride the bus there and then Uber back or something. I just don't think I want to drive. I like driving and stuff, but unless I'm gonna be able to park right out front, because it's gonna be nighttime, it's winter in Minnesota, it's gonna be cold. YNAB Google One, I'm gonna leave it, the 651, 379 again. You know what, actually, I'm gonna put 351, so that way I only owe $3. And then I'm gonna put 79 cents, that way I only owe $3, just to not have as much going into next month. Because again, I have the 142 that I pulled, so I might as well, not might as well use it, but I did pull it. I do have to use it. We already talked about the renter's insurance. Streaming already come out, or support. Oh, this should actually be above. Streaming should be above support. Let me go to all and let me change this. First, it should say the 9th, and then it should be above support because it comes out first. Perfect. So we were in non-monthly. No, we weren't. We were in niceties. On the 9th, I'm going to need, what is it? I don't even think I have the correct $20. Is that right? I don't think that's right. I believe it's 1181 times 2, 1198 times. No, it's 1198 and 871. So that's actually 2069. So let me just make it right. Oops, 2069 due on March 9th and then repeat every month. I don't know why it says that. Refill, here we go again. Refill up to monthly. I need 2062 by the 9th. I don't know. I'm sure when I flip over, it's gonna, actually, I'm not sure, but hopefully it says 18. 2069, whatever, dude. I don't care. The 9th is enough time for me to make it work. Again, I get paid on the 3rd, so I will contribute the money then. Oh, wait a minute. Remember, I guess this is one of those things I could do, but again, it's not the first week. But actually, yeah, let me move the $3 to ready to assign. I'll just move it to ready to assign. And then I'll flip over and then I'll put $3 here. So that way it knows 1769. Yeah, I like that idea. I do like that because then it says this is fully spent, but then it says this has the actual amount I need, which I really like. So thank you again to the commenters who told me that. It did not occur to me, but it seems like the most elegant solution. Now this furniture, I'm pretty sure I had already threatened to take this, so snatched. Maintenance and upgrades. What type of maintenance and upgrades do I need? Oh, you know what I do want? I do want another clock. I had put up my clock, but I had to take it down because it doesn't tick. It doesn't have a second hand, so it doesn't tick, but it makes a sound, long story short. And I can't, when I'm in the bed, I just focus on the sound and I can't sleep. So I do want to buy a new clock. I want to say it was $17. I know it's kind of crazy that I just took all that money from other categories and now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy a clock. And I don't really need a clock, but I mean, it's hard for me to have money and want something and kind of feel like I need it. Not really need it. I don't need a new clock. I didn't have a clock up there for so long, but I want a new clock. So I believe it was $17 or maybe it was $16.79, but it might've been on sale. So we'll do that. Hopefully I can, but I just remembered it's Amazon and I would have to pay for shipping. So I might end up buying it on Walmart, which I believe a silent no ticking clock was about $20. So I might be $1 or so short, not a problem. ChatGPT, fully spent. Do we have it? No, you just have $20 by the 14th. That's fine. Why did I put 11th and then 10th? Because I meant to put 10th and 17th. Oh, 11th and then 10th. 3rd, 10th, 17th. Silly girl. So yeah, I will be getting paid a couple times before ChatGPT needs to come out. Ortho, again. Ooh, that's basically January, March, April. Wow, so that's really close to me needing to make a decision, but we'll leave the $315 there. We'll leave it alone. Oh, I'm in March. Oh, but you only need $135. That's kind of nice. I'm still not gonna contribute any more money towards that. We're gonna leave it. Sam's Club, I'll give them their 67 cents just to be on track, make it green. I'm not gonna worry about anything for the business. Again, I'm still feeling that fear of failure, I guess, and I'm not doing anything with that, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now travel, I do need to contribute some money. I did check for a price drop on my cruise. There was not one. I'm going to put $100 towards the fare. I checked on a cheaper hotel, didn't find one. Only need $21.26 this month. I like that. I'm gonna put $10. It's $11.26 short, but it's not as short as it could be. Same for the flight. How? Oh, that's for the cruise. That's for the next cruise I'm going on. I want to buy that flight in August or on August 1st. Since that's not the biggest, oh wow, I have $246 set aside for the flight. That's really good. And $120 for the hotel. That's really good. Okay, I feel really good about that. I'm still not gonna contribute any to each of these. Wow, I have $200 set aside for Thailand. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not like destitute, but it does feel like, you know, I don't have any money, but I'll just leave that alone for now. I'm hoping within the next month or two, I can really start attacking these goals and putting the money that they need. Otherwise, these trips are not gonna happen. Womp. Oh my God, guys. So I bought my fruit thing. Now, why this says I have $128.21 in upcoming. Oh, right. Because I bought this like a week and a half ago, but because it's not coming until March, they haven't really charged me. The only thing they charged me for was the passport, which is kind of like their shipping. Long story short, or long story long, who knows? It's $19.99 and you get free shipping for a year. Otherwise, it would be $7 per month. So it was definitely cheaper to just buy the $19.99 and not have to pay $7 over 6 shipments. And good thing would be also if I decide to renew or like get another Fruit Club subscription after the 6 months is up, I will still be able to use that passport. The reason this says it's an upcoming transaction is because they haven't charged me yet and I don't know when they're gonna charge me. I really wish they would have just charged me the day that I purchased it. So I keep like moving the date out a couple days, like thinking, okay, is it gonna charge now? Is it gonna charge now? They said it's gonna be delivered by March 12th. So they might charge me like the first week of March. I don't know. I do need to, you know, I wonder how this is yellow, but my credit card is green, probably because it's an upcoming transaction. All that being said though, I really should contribute. I really should probably put the $37.44 in there because they might charge me before the 3rd. And then when they do that, I'm gonna be overspent, so whatever. Now that we have no money, we are YNAB broke, let's just go to the niceties sporadic and see what we have, see if there's anything we need to contribute to. Technically, I could take $2 from this because my bill is only $33, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't know why I'm not gonna do that, but I'm not gonna do that. I got $75 in case of my baby back bitch. It's kind of good. I was feeling a little unwell the last couple days, but it's not sticking around. Wellness, of course, I still want to buy those dumbbells, but girl, $170 up to $264 for some damn dumbbells. Girl, I'm telling you, you better put on 2 sets of ankle weights. You better put a 2-pound one on and then a 1-pound one on, and then you have 3 extra pounds on your arms, and that's all you're gonna get. Concerts, live entertainment, that's the hockey tickets, and then my friend reimbursed me, and then I just put it in ready to assign. I didn't put it back into concerts and live entertainment. So it looks like I spent a lot, which is only gonna come into effect or an account if I were to look at my, like, I don't know the right word, like, I guess they probably tell you the word. What is the word? Spending by category. It's gonna be artificially inflated, $107, but I don't really care. $10 in books, I could totally take that if I needed to. $16.16 in gifts. My friend's having a wedding shower, but I think it's next month. And like, I haven't even got the invitation yet, so whatever. And I do kind of feel bad I didn't give my niece a gift, but like, I'm trying not to feel bad, but I do feel bad. But I think I said this in a video before, like I never remember any birthday I had when like an aunt didn't give me a gift. Like I appreciate anything anybody has ever gotten me, and I've never been like, oh man, like I turned 15 and my aunt didn't give me a gift. Like that's crazy. Like whatever. I appreciate it when you do, and if you don't, then you don't. Like that's the way I kind of look at it, but I don't know if that's the way she looks at it. Anyway, accessories. I got a ton of money for accessories. I want to kind of buy some new glasses. I was wearing some different glasses. Remember I told you I bought those 3 glasses. So one of them, I dropped it on the floor and they totally broke. Another pair, they kind of like don't feel great. And then was the third pair of the sunglasses? They might've been. Those fit fine. I like these, but they're like, I don't know if I think the arms, instead of being like straight, and I don't even know if you can see my hands in this webcam, but instead of being straight, they're like kind of tilted like that. So they're like tilted towards my head and they kind of hurt, but whatever, who cares? The point was I might want to buy some new glasses. Hair care, I do want to or need to get my hair done, but we can, you know, we can push it a week or two if necessary, if I have to. We done talked about this housekeeper. We done talked about this red light therapy. Ha 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 on that. We've talked about the business. We've talked about, oh, my Louis Vuitton bag. Y'all want to go on there and see how much this Louis Vuitton bag costs? Let's take a look. Let's take a little detour. It was this Bella tote, I believe. It was $5,300 the last time I checked, or I could get a Speedy for $34.50, but I really would rather this. I mean, I'm telling y'all, this bag is, oh my God, let me show you. Let's take a look. Oh, look, it's still $5,300. We love that. But look at this bag. It's so cute. See, I'm not like a brown girl. I don't love the color brown. So having a Louis Vuitton in black, and I don't love gold either. In Louis Vuitton, like it's brown and gold. That's their whole thing. So like this, and look, it's like embossed, right? Is that, yeah. Is it embossed? Perforated, excuse me. Perforated, like, oh my God, I want this bag so bad. But $5,300 is crazy. Look at that beautiful silver zipper. Oh my God, guys. I legitimately want this bag so bad, but you know, like I said, we're gonna save for it $5 at a time, and we don't have no more dollars. Not only do we not have $5 to put towards that Louis Vuitton bag, we don't even have one single solitary dollar. So with that being said, that was a pretty quick budget with me, but we got the majority of the musts covered. Some things I have still put off for, you know, the next month, but there will be some updates coming to my pay, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, I stopped working on the one app and I'm only working on Tiro, which is what I told you guys, but there's some more changes coming. Stay tuned. Things are going to get a little different, but hopefully a little bit more stable. As I always say, subscribe if you haven't. Come back next week. And if you have questions or tips or comments or concerns, feel free to let me know. But if you want to tell me that I drink too many matcha lattes, you can actually keep that in your pocket, okay? Peace.